5 signs he is talking to another woman. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming they will always catch dishonesty through a confession. Read that again. Because when someone's attention starts shifting, their behavior often changes before the truth comes out. Now, this is important. None of these signs automatically prove he is talking to another woman. But when several appear together, they may be worth paying attention to. 1. He becomes unusually protective of his phone. Everyone deserves privacy. But there is a difference between privacy and secrecy. If he suddenly hides his screen, changes passwords, or becomes nervous whenever his phone is nearby, something may have changed. 2. His communication becomes inconsistent. The man who used to reply quickly now disappears for hours. The conversations become shorter. The effort becomes smaller. And his explanations do not always add up. 3. He seems emotionally distant. He talks less, shares less, shows less interest in your life. Because emotional energy invested somewhere else often creates emotional distance somewhere else. 4. He becomes defensive over simple questions. You ask a normal question. He gets irritated, defensive, or turns the conversation back on you. Sometimes people react strongly when they feel uncomfortable about what they are hiding. 5. His routine suddenly changes. More unexplained absences, more last-minute plans, more time that cannot be clearly accounted for. And when you ask about it, the answers feel vague or inconsistent. And here is the truth many people need to hear. Suspicion alone is not evidence. Read that again. Because people can become distant for many reasons. Stress, work pressure, personal struggles, family problems. That is why one sign by itself means very little. What matters is the pattern, the consistency, the combination of behaviors over time. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is ignoring obvious patterns because they are afraid of what they might mean. Trust should never be built on blind faith. But it should not be destroyed by assumptions either. The healthiest approach is honest communication. Ask questions. Pay attention to actions. Look for consistency, because people can say almost anything, but their behavior usually tells the real story. And when words and actions stop matching, that is often where the answers begin. If this hits you, like, comment, follow, and share. Someone needs this truth today.